I'd like to now continue with the Shuto techniques. From Shizentai, take a strong Sanchin Dachi. Form a correct Shuto as already explained. Once again, pull the thumb right back. Don't let the thumb come in. Hold the fingertips lightly together. As always, be fully aware exactly of which part of the hand you will be striking with. First, Gammeuchi. The technique is similar in some ways to the Chudan Sotouke. The elbow is pulled back strongly and the waki is covered by the hikite. The hikite pulls the arm around. The target is the temple of an imaginary opponent your own size. Let the hand cut across horizontally like a knife. If you are not fully aware of what part of this Shuto you should be hitting with, it's possible that you could hit with the fingertips, or the wrist may not be right, or the whole angle could change. As far as possible, be sure the strike travels horizontally at eye height, and the hite retracts and pulls across strongly. As always, know what you are hitting with, where you are hitting to, and how you are hitting. Striking the opponent's temple with the Shuto in a horizontal circular motion, cut through the target, and finish in line with the opposite side of the head, so the inside of the hand is in line with the eye. Next is the Shuto Sakotsuchi, the strike to the collarbone. The starting point is the same as the Gammeuchi. This time, though, instead of cutting horizontally, you bring the hand down vertically, like a sword cut. Keep the line vertical. The target is the clavicle or collarbone, the protruding bone from the neck to the shoulder. Strike straight down from on top. As always, the elbow movement is very important. Keep the elbow movement large. If the elbow motion is cramped, it is difficult to bring the entire body into play. So take the elbow in a large motion from the back, over the head, and straight to the front. Keep the shoulder relaxed and the waki closed. Next we have Shuto Sakotsuchikomi. The technique of striking here is so similar to the middle or upper punch, it in fact could be regarded as the same, with the seiken changed to Shuto. The target is again the collarbone. As the opponent moves in or attacks, you simultaneously strike the collarbone. There are many possible applications. From the retracted position, the fingertips shoot towards the opponent. Just before impact, the Shuto snaps out, in the same way that you might use a knife to slice. Take care not to open the waki and keep the shoulder relaxed. As I explained with Seiken Chudan Ski, don't lead out from the elbow. Keep the shoulder relaxed and the waki closed. Strike straight out from the hand, retract from the elbow. Maintain a strong Shuto and strike out straight with good technique.
動作してください。手刀鎖骨打ち込みです。よし、はい、はい、気合入れて、よし、はい、3、はい、5、はい、よし、はい、
Let's now look at Shuto Uchi-uchi, inside strike. In this technique, the setup is as if the striking hand is taking hold of the opposite side ear, similar to the Geiran Barai starting position. The strike goes from the inside out. In Kihon, you strike the temple of an imaginary opponent. As the hand retracts, the forward hikite remains where it is, where it may be regarded as a cover against an attack or even a setup to torque the power of the spine. From this position, the strike shoots out simultaneously with the retraction of the hikite. Again, be careful not to elevate the shoulder and open the waki. Some people lift the shoulder in this fashion. Take care to avoid this. Relax the shoulder and close the waki. Strike out with a feeling of dropping the elbow down. As in all Shuto strikes, the wrist is straight and the back of the hand is not bent upwards. Keep the wrist and hand strong and concentrate the energy in the Shuto. There are various ways to use the technique, as a block, perhaps hooking the wrist or hooking the opponent's neck. But for the sake of Kihon, regarded as a Shuto Uchi-uchi, inside strike, straight to the neck of the opponent. Keep the wrist strong. Shuto Hizoichi. The starting point of this technique is the same as Shuto Gamuuchi, strike to the temple. In fact, the technique is so like the Gamuuchi, it may be regarded as the same, except it descends downwards into the floating ribs of the opponent. From behind the head, carve a large circle, descend down into the floating ribs. Be sure the wrist is bent strongly to expose the strongest part of the Shuto knife hand, and pull the elbow in slightly. The shoulder is relaxed, the waki is closed and the elbow is pulled in. Try to feel the power of the whole body behind the technique. If the elbow is raised from tension in the shoulder, you cannot get power or body weight in the technique. So as always, relax and drop the shoulder. Close the waki, keep the elbow down. Aim at the floating ribs, but cut through the target to the opposite hip or leg. As the Shuto strikes, retract the hikite strongly.
Shuto Hizouchi desu. Yoshi! Hey! Hey!